Hi everybody, this is Teri from Sweet Pea Papers, Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group, and the Junk Journal and Paper Crafts Facebook group. I'd like to welcome you to a Stitch in Time collaboration between me and Mandy at Sunflowers and Doors, and of course I'm at Sweet Pea Papers. Now our project is called a Stitch in Time folio. Kind of convenient, huh? I always name my projects after the kits that I'm using. It makes it easier for me to remember that way. So with the collaboration, there's 3 weeks, 3 challenges and freebies. There's a giveaway at the end of the month, and 6 people will win a kit from Sunflowers and Doors, 3 from my group and 3 from hers. I'm not going to go through a whole bunch. This is video 4. You've seen me do video 1, 2, 3. And on the Sunday videos, be sure to go back and check those. Now this should be on a Monday, so our week 2 challenge inspirational video was posted yesterday, so I can actually use week 2's project, and we're going to. So let's go ahead. Oh, don't forget to go to the events section at Sweet Pea Papers Junk Journal's Facebook group, and Sunflower Fix, Junk Journal Fix with Sunflowers and Doors Facebook group, and that will have all the links and everything, and there's going to be a bunch of information below this video. Okay, I'm all out of breath. So this is what we have so far. And we've got it opening this way, which, as you can see, it says week 3 here. So we're not going to do that right now. I do have the papers. What is going on here? Do I need to make this a little bit shorter? Oh, it's only when it opens out. Okay. It was getting caught. I was like, how is that getting caught? Anyway, so we're going to do this part in here. And we've got these 2 papers, and they're inked. And we're going to put them here. And then, before we do that, though, we're going to put our envelopes on. Before we put our envelopes on, one of them is going to have a window, which is this larger one. So here's the frame I decided to use. Now, of course, we have to paper it first before we cut the window out. So we don't need this right now. We're going to do I'm going to do this one first. Fumbling around. Okay, so we have to paper this first. Oh, that's what I had. We're going to paper this the same paper as the cover, only we're going to put it this way. Okay, so it looks like paneling. I mean, on the outside of a house, maybe, instead of a wall. So let's just do it this way. Oh, I didn't cut the bottom. I don't know. I was having trouble with Camtasia. It locked me out and said that my license was no longer any good. I was like, what? So then I get a hold of customer support who tells me that my version from 2022 is not supported anymore. I had to look it up in the articles and figure out why I can't use the software I use 3 times a day, every day. It's a little hair raising. So we'll glue this on. Probably should have made it a little narrower. We have to cut out for a, or cut off a little bit for a pocket. Oh yeah, that's all right. We'll slide it to the back. You can't do the pocket till we've cut the window and sealed it all back up. So see, that gives us just a smidge extra that we can slice off. Okay, now we're going to open the, we're going to eventually put a magnet on here as well to hold it shut. Wow, how secure is that envelope? Remind me never to send anything important in one of these. Now, I've never used this die set, probably because I can never get them open. How good are you guys at finding the ends of these plastic envelope things? Good grief. It almost looks too small. I'm gonna have to go with the Big Daddy. I think so. Where's the end of the tape? Okay, it's just a little bit of washi, and we're going to fold it back up, and then we're going to run it through the die cut machine, my Big Shot. I'm going to do that off camera. Because it makes the glass slide. Okay. It's going to make the camera shake. I apologize ahead of time, but I already know it's going to. put the handle on, that would be good. My handle came off. And I don't know where the screw is that held it on. It stays on though. I mean, as long as once I put it on to crank it. So shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Let's see, well, once I remove my hair, the pressure tried to stick the sticky. This will give us a nice cool card too. Oh, come on. I had to get a bunch of things to, I had a nerve induction test and they stuck all these needles in me and zapped my arm. They thought maybe it was my elbow again, like in my right arm, where I had to have surgery on my elbow because of my hand. But no, lo and behold, I have a pinched nerve in my neck. Yay. Alright, so there we have a card. That we didn't have before. Oh, it makes a window with a little border on it. I don't know. We need to ink it. Oh, for goodness sakes. I'm just going to put those in a CD cover. That's how I store most of my shape dies, you know, squares, rectangles, triangles. There we go. And put that up there so we can use it again. All right, let's ink this, and then we're going to put the acetate in. Yeah, there's little holes. There's a kit to make a dresser in this kit. It's like 3 or 4 pages and you put everything together. And it looks sort of like that shape with the... Anyway, I wish it would have been like this. If I realized, I would have cut it the other way. Piece of acetate. One of my scraps. I'll get my... Look how big that is. Nice. Except I didn't think about what I wanted to put behind as the paper inside. I think what I want to do is I want to put this. And I have to print some more of them because I want to put them in every envelope. I mean every window. I want them to all look the same when you take the card out. Okay, we can put this back together. We put our magnet on. First one. Open it for the pocket. We should have done that before I put the magnet on it. Alright, so now we want to put this in here. And I want this to be, well, I'm not going to try for the center. And this doesn't have to fit like a card. It can be a little bit shorter than the ends because all it has to do is cover this area here on the inside. Okay, so I just want to cut it off right there. Okay, this way. Let's see which way I want it. And then I'll make a card for it off camera. Okay, good. Well, I like it like that. It lines right up with these lines straight across. I must have cut the window straight. Oh, the straight window lines up with this straight across, even though I laid it down on the inside and wasn't even looking. So let's go ahead. All we have to do is secure the edge where the papers are going to go in and out. The rest of it does not have to be glued. Make sure you're gluing the proper side. Make sure you're gluing the back side of the paper so that it's gluing to the envelope and not to the front. I've done it. I don't know how many times I've done it, but I've done it. And it's okay about this little right here. We're going to cover that with paper. Nice. Okay. So now we'll put that on here. We're going to put the paper on the back. It just so happened that I was going to be using this for the back of the envelope anyway. Trying to decide now if I still want to use that image not sure. I want to make it look like, oh well, there'll be a card in here, so it won't matter. I can do what I want. You could just cut it on the fold, but I usually can't see the fold, so I make a little pencil mark. CD covers are notoriously bad for this, but just remember sometimes your envelopes are crooked. So you may cut what seems to be a perfectly good piece of paper and then have it not fit. Could have made this a little wider. I forgot that I have to meet up here and make sure the envelope is glued shut. Let's do it this way. If you're going to do it this way, then you're going to glue the top of the paper at this end. to close the envelope at that end. And now let's ink this. Pretty. I thought there would be a little more space, that you can have a little bit of writing space on there, but we'll have all writing space on the other one. Okay. And we have to put it on the paper, and then I have to put the magnet on. My big globs of glue that has fuzzies stuck to it, stuck to my thumb. Okay. Okay. So now we've got, we've got the window, or the pocket opening towards the center. It's alright, it's short enough that we can just have the card stick out instead of having a tab, or I've got some really small tabs. I might be able to use one. I wasn't thinking. Okay, the one on this side, the pocket's going to be at the top, and there's not going to be a window. So what we're going to do, that'll work. Here's our other page. Why don't I cut the pocket first? Okay. And let me re-ink it. I'm just going to ignore this because the back paper will hold it on. Can't believe we're still working on this front part. Well, I'm gonna decorate it off camera. I'm not gonna put the ephemera and stuff on there in the interest of time. We've got quite a bit more journal to put together. I like it better this way. Forgot to put an M on there, didn't I? I'm trying to get that line part of the way up, almost like it's a backboard. I think that's what they're called. Casement? No, that's a window. Something waste. What the heck happened there? All right. Papered the front, right? Right. I guess it could be the way the flap folds up. I don't know. That's better. Now I'll probably put something down here. Or maybe here. You can still see that. But the covers for me on the folio are their own little folios. I hardly ever do a straightforward, I do sometimes, but I hardly ever do a straightforward, you know, folio cover. I did one recently, actually. I think it was Shabby Things that flipped through. I think that was just an image on the front. It was so pretty. The image, not just because I did it. Get at the top. Oops. It's getting hot in here, folks. And then remember, I'll do that other flip side on the inside. You just won't be able to see it until after 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, until video 7 of this. By then, all will have been revealed. Okay. So now when you open it, at this, uh-oh. You know, that magnet's not going to hold. What was I thinking? Oh, never mind. I know what I can do. I'll fix it. We'll take a strap and we'll run it from inside the pocket. Glue it on the inside here. Glue this on as a pocket here. Trying to figure out to all that trouble, and then I made it so thick, way so thick that it was never going to hold. It'll hold this way, but it's obviously not going to hold this way. Okay, I'll figure out a way to hold it closed, and you guys can stay tuned and see what it is. Okay, I'm going to go for now, and I'll be back, and we'll have video 5, and hopefully we'll be going faster than this. I've got page 6 laid out, and then we'll do 7 and 8 at least in the next video. Okay, I'll see you then. I'll get this figured out and get some ephemera on there, and then we'll see where we're at. Bye-bye.